Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chris with Digital REM, and in this video I'm going to do an unboxing of these two new devices that I got from Elgato. So I have a basically a stream and record device. So it allows me to, very important for live streaming, but it allows me to connect my camera through HDMI to this device and run it to my computer. My computer will recognize it as a web camera. So essentially I can run a DSLR on live stream as a webcam. So it'll pretty much recognize it as a webcam. It runs on USB 3.0 at 1080p, 60 frames per second. I mean, it's made for gaming. There are many different types of video capture cards, or whatever this, if it's called a card, but the video capture devices out there. But this is the one that seems to be the industry leader right now, and they seem to have a lot of other products that complement this video capture experience. So I decided to go with them, even though they're higher in price than others. You know, if you watch my other videos with the speakers and the web camera, I went for the more reasonably priced options. But with this one, I felt that it would be best to go with the top performer, if you want to call it a performer, but the top people that are actually doing this video capturing technology. So I went ahead went the more expensive route with this one. So this is the video capture card. I also bought the Stream Deck. So this Stream Deck, from looking on other reviews online and everything and looking in forums, the Stream Deck would essentially allow me to set up scenes for one button function, so I can hit a button and my scene will transition and change and things like that. Being a motion graphic artist, I feel this might be very powerful because I can create my own transitions and my own splash screens, intros, lower thirds, and things like that. And by simply hitting a button, it'll run live as I'm talking to you or as I'm presenting. I can pretty much have these transitions run live that I created for this experience. So having this it seems like it will be beneficial. I definitely plan on, we're doing an unboxing right now of both of these devices, but I definitely plan on possibly going further into review on how I'm using this in the future. But for now, that's pretty much what I got these for. I got both of these for, this was around $180 and this was around $150. So around a little over $300 I got both of these for. Again, there's cheaper versions of the video capture card out there for like around $100, but I haven't seen anything like this. Pretty much this Stream Deck that allows you to push a button on, on your scenes and you have transition. So it works, ideally it seems like it works best with Streamlabs. So we're just going to use that with Streamlabs. This runs both on Mac OS X and Mac OS X and Windows 10. There are some hardware requirements that you definitely want to look into. Make sure you have the right type of machine that has the right processing and computation power for this. But again, we're just going to quickly unbox these, see what they look like, and taking them out of the box. I might make a video about how I'm using them. But again, to give you a quick overview, this is basically going to come out of my camera HDMI port, and the HDMI will be able to run into this, and this would go USB 3 into the computer, and the computer will recognize my camera or identify my camera as a webcam. So then essentially I can use it the same way I use this webcam for streaming. So I'll be able to run both of them, or my DSLR and my webcam live through my computer. And again, this allows for me to set up functions and set up interactions. So for example, if I were to set up a scene where this webcam here, I'm pointing here, but this webcam here would be the secondary camera, and I have this as my primary camera, and I'm drawing something and I want to flip to my secondary camera, I can just hit the button and it would transition into the camera without me having to do anything, do any setup and then start re-recording. I can pretty much hit the button, it would do this all live and save you so much production time. And that's the essential goal of this, is to save production time and make the experience for the Digital REM user, or Digital REM users and Digital REM viewers, a little more seamless. So hope you enjoyed this unboxing video. I'm gonna just go ahead and get right to it. So first thing we're gonna do is unbox the video capture card. I don't know if I need that yet, but yep, I will need it. Boom. So essentially this was, I don't know what it was made for, but it seems like gamers on Twitch and platforms like that use this. And kind of what I tell everybody, gamers are always at the forefront when it comes to technology. If you pretty much follow the gamers, you'll be pretty much around the forefront of technology as well. When you actually create games, like, you know, I've created a couple of simulations myself. When you actually create games, you have to stay abreast of these technologies, but also you're at the forefront as well. So as you see, it comes in a nice little box here. This is the video capture card. It comes in a nice little box here, some directions, whatever. It has in the box, it actually tells you where things are at. But you have the card here. It's pretty, I'd say about the size of your cell phone, probably a little smaller than a cell phone, actually. Elgato. You have the HDMI out here. Then you have the HDMI in, and it looks like a USB 3 or a USB-C port and a auxiliary port on the bottom here. So they give you a USB. Thank God, because I wouldn't say kind of worrying about it, but it's definitely thoughtful for them to give you the USB-C to USB 3 cord. You don't have to buy that on Amazon. That's good. And that makes it easy to come right out of the box. They also give you a HDMI cord. So this HDMI cord will run from your camera. It's a full HDMI to a full HDMI cord to run from your camera. Now, you will need, I had this in a previous video of setting up my studio, but you will need for your camera the mini HDMI to run to the full HDMI female. So then you can take this and run this male into the back of the camera, so the end point of the camera. So essentially, your HDMI goes into the in port here. This goes to your camera. Then you take this smaller one, the USB-C, put it in there, and this runs to your computer. So runs from your camera, runs to your computer, and then you have, you know, an out port just in case you were streaming. Let's say you weren't running this from your camera, but you're running this from a monitor that you're playing video games on, which you can also use as anything that runs through here video wise that runs through here can be viewed as a video source or a webcam or something like that. So anything that runs through here, so you can have your TV monitor come through here and you can record your video, and then have the out back to your TV monitor, so at least you'll get the video feed to your TV monitor. So this is just a mediator between, so you can take it onto the computer. So we'll just put that there. And that's the Stream Deck. I mean, not the Stream Deck, the video capture card. Okay, so then we have the Stream Deck here. Go ahead and just pop this open. Boom. Now I'm pretty excited about using this. I definitely see opportunity in creating content for other people who use this. You know, creating transitions, creating all kinds of stuff for this thing. So, okay, that's cool. Okay, so it comes with a little card, little instruction manual. We're not going to sit here and read through that right now, but it comes in this like little foam board. You can see in camera 2 actually. It comes in this foam board. I have to get used to having camera 2 now. That's a good thing to say. But it also has a, as you see here, it has a stand for your capture device. And we'll just go straight to the capture device. I'll put this here, let that sit there. So the capture device has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nope, that's 5 times 3, 15 buttons. So 15 buttons here, and essentially these buttons you can push. They're, you know, they're a nice soft touch to them. These buttons you can push. One thing when reading about this online is that you can, these are little LEDs that you can create icons for each one of them. If you can actually see on the box here, you can have visual icons that you set up for each individual button. So it's a whole user interface that you can set up for yourself using this thing. It comes with the USB port that will plug into your computer, I would assume. And then, like I said, the stand. I started off with the stand when I should have started off with the Stream Deck. But like I said, the stand, you pretty much fold it out, and it has these little notches here, and you just drop the top part into the notches, and your card or your Stream Deck would sit in this just like this. And I didn't know this before, so just like I figured it out in like 2 seconds, simple, you can figure it out in like 2 seconds. So boom, this will sit on your desk. You just hit your buttons for your transitions, your splash pages, your chat windows, however you want to set it up. But that's pretty much it. That's opening the box for the capture card and the Stream Deck. We're just gonna pretty much go ahead and plug these in. I think I'm gonna just leave this one for just the unboxing, because it'll be easier. But I will go further into how I'm possibly in the future, how I'm using this Stream Deck to create the productions. But now, you know, I have the Elgato Stream Deck, and I have the capture card, and that's how production is gonna ensue moving forward. So we're gonna have more of a dynamic, I plan on having more of a dynamic production and less video editing time. And that's the main goal of this, the saving video editing time, and I can run more live feed video that I can produce live for you and interact with you guys as I'm actually creating content. So, boom. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me put this here so you can still see the devices. So boom. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up or subscribe. I definitely look forward to using these devices. It's going to change my paradigm for production wise. moving forward. But again, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for future videos like this. And technology like this is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure more people are going to come out with stuff like this in the future. And I'm definitely looking forward to utilizing new tools out there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day. Peace. Bye. So this is an example of using the video capture card. I'm running them both here on my Streamlabs, but you can see in the bottom corner here, or over here, you gotta get used to this, but over here you can see in the bottom corner I'm running this webcam. So the bottom corner I'm running the webcam, main camera is my DSLR. All through this video capture in Streamlabs, they are identified both as two different webcams, and I'm able to use that, what do they call the option is the video capture device. So I'm able to set up a video capture device layer and select the two different sources and have one scene in two different sources. And this is potentially can run live. Right now I'm recording this for my for YouTube, but I can run this live as well. So if I'm drawing something, you can see me drawing something, or if I have this camera going on and I want you to see something 3D printing in the background or anything like that, I can have a 2-camera setup for this type of situation. So I'm really liking what I see here. It's really nice. I know the Stream Deck here is going to be a little harder to explain, a little less plug and play, but I'm going to get around to doing that in a later video, if I even do that at all. But again, this pretty much covers my whole setup here now for the new streaming and a more sufficient production pipeline. So hope you enjoyed this video. Again, thank you for watching. Peace. Later, y'all.